Morning. A bit sick. I'm recovering from a virus that I caught last week, but I'm good. Doing good.
Are you in Dubai or are you abroad?
I left Dubai last week, 1 week and a half ago. I'm based in Russia right now.
Okay.
Yes,
Very good. Why in Russia?
because my wife is from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
You will be living in Dubai or you're not living in Dubai?
No, I've been living in Dubai like a year in 2023, but then we moved to. I mean, we came here and then probably going to Spain because we love nature and we are more like an outdoor
Yeah.
type of person.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, good thanks. Yeah. It's getting hot in Dubai, so good that you're out in Dubai now. So very good. Especially in Russia, it's probably much better.
Yeah, stuff.
Good. So I'd love to hear a little bit about what you're doing, what you're trying to offer. Maybe give me an overview of how you operate and production.
Amazing. Absolutely. By the way, yesterday I was watching your last podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, it is really good. Like, congrats.
Thank you.
It's a really nice interview. Yeah. No, basically, I respect first, like, I respect your career. Like, I didn't know you before, like, I reached out on LinkedIn, but then I started, like, watching some, like, podcasts, reading about what you've done. So I respect what you've done, and I can tell, like, you are a genuine person. Because the fact that you said on the podcast, one thing that I stuck with me was, like, I'm building a boutique business. You said I'm not handing over the work to my juniors, which is, I mean, most of the agencies, at least the one I've worked in the past for 8 years, they are all like almost the same.
It's important to be the face of my brand,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I want to do the work. I'm happy to do it.
That's amazing. Yeah, respect. So basically, just to give you a bit of context, I was born and raised in Argentina, so I love football, like naturally. I worked for almost 8 years. I've started actually in doing like sports events, influencer marketing, where I work with some brands like from small brands in Argentina to TikTok, Mercado Libre, which is the Amazon from Latin America, DirecTV. I did some like really cool campaigns with DirecTV with the Barcelona Real Madrid like matches in Buenos Aires. A lot of activations. So I did some work in sports. But yeah, I work in-house for brands and for agencies. First in Argentina for Latin American clients, and then in 2022 I moved to Dubai. So there I worked more in PR, advertising PR for fintech, venture capital, and crypto clients, crypto startups.
You like Dubai?
I like Dubai, like for a couple weeks to network, to meet people. I like more Abu Dhabi, to be honest. It's slower. I like more that lifestyle. But yeah, I don't know. Like I felt last time I felt too many people, and I don't like quiet places. For example, I love Kite Beach. So with my wife, we took the car every morning, 6 a.m., 6:30, go to swim, to run. Yeah.
Nice.
So basically, that's a bit of my background, and it's been 1 year that I've been building also a boutique communication studio, and I'm focusing, I would say, 100% in personal branding for CEOs, founders, and executives. So what we do very in a simple way, it's first help you like find clarity in how you tell your story as a executive or CEO, how you tell your story. The second is owning the narrative, which is, and I personally believe in this, like not letting the media, the traditional media outlets, because I worked in PR before and I saw how they worked and how they manage like campaigns or PR or press releases. So it's kind of letting traditional media outlets to decide what they will tell about you, what they will say about you. So I think part of that second, I would say, thing is owning the narrative, which is like whether it's LinkedIn or Substack or Instagram. I mean, I'm agnostic to channels, honestly. And the third thing is, I would say, to me, is the most important thing: finding a message that's authentic to yourself, staying true, like translating all your experience into written or visual, right? But without also selling your soul to the algorithm, like with the clickbaits and staying true to yourself, like a message that feels like you.
Yeah.
That's basically. So far in this year, I've been working with, entrepreneurs in Miami, Lima, from interior design, construction. I'm working with a lighting designer. She's the lighting designer for brands like Porsche, Maserati in Peru and Miami. So she's like light ups like the flagship stores, and also like Four Seasons residence, Ritz-Carlton, more like the luxury interior design space. But I'm also working with a client in Dubai and one in Abu Dhabi. So the first in Dubai is more like a e-commerce founder, and my client in Abu Dhabi, I'm talking just about UAE, right? But the client in UAE, in Abu Dhabi, sorry, it's he used to be a general manager at Four Seasons and Taj Hotels,
Yeah.
Taj Hotels and Four Seasons, sorry, Taj and Marriott, JW Marriott, and now he's leading the Sheikh Shagbud Medical City. So he's bringing basically the hospitality knowledge and expertise, like over 20 years, and putting into healthcare. So that's kind of what he's doing, and we're helping with all that positioning, personal PR narrative. That's kind of what I love doing personally after like going in different verticals. So I heard your story, and I think, I mean, you have a really good vibe, and I believe in like the vibes and feeling. I'm like a very Rick Rubin. I don't know if you know Rick Rubin. He's like a tall guy with a long beard. He's walking barefoot in California.
Yeah.
Maybe you saw him. Yeah, he's like producer to Red Hot, Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
So he always says like, how you cannot be so confident in what you like or what you don't like, right? There's a lot of like feelings in communications, I believe. So yeah, that's more or less. I don't want to like speak too much. I just want to listen to you. I just want to like know where are you up to now. I've heard a little bit about like. I would like to understand more. How can I help, and can I bring value?
This is what I want to take your call for. I'm trying to figure out how you can help me. So my story, Emirates Airline, I ran the global sports marketing for many years, 19 years. I went out on my own just during COVID, and just before COVID hit.
Yeah.
And I thought, what the hell am I doing here? I made the wrong mistake. It's the best job in the world, and I left. The COVID was good for me because companies were getting rid of staff and hiring consultants, so that's when my business sort of really took off. The name of my company, type of my children, because I didn't want to be the Emirates guy. I didn't want to call myself Russian type of consultant. I wanted to be separate, unique, and different, and then people learn about my business and then realize I'm the Emirates guy. And so for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been building my brand, building my companies. I have 2 companies. One's an apparel company, which is sports apparel, performance t-shirts, golf hats, paddle hats, that sort of thing. And then my consulting business, where I take clients from around the world and help them navigate the waters in either Dubai, Middle East, GCC, Saudi, or the other way around, brands in Dubai wanting to explore America, India, North America, Europe, and help them with sponsorships and help their brands develop their sponsorships. I'm working with a brand right now on a big deal in one of the 4 American sports, and I've been over there the last couple of weeks with them. I'm holding their hands, guiding them on how to navigate one of the 4 big American sports. And so, in a nutshell, that's kind of what we do. I don't advertise a whole lot. I get my business through some social media that we do, very, very small. And through my word of mouth, people know me. I reach out to people, but you intrigue me because I think I can always do more. I don't want to spend a lot of money on the marketing because I think I can market my brand through LinkedIn and through other, like a social media guy working for me, doing a few small things. But it's the business, it's B2B channel, and that's kind of how I want to progress. So the last month or so, you've seen I've done a few posts, I've done more podcasts, I've done an interview with finders, as you said, and I want to kind of build on that and continue to tell my story and about my business. And I want the work that I'm doing to develop into some business, more business rather than PRing myself, which I don't really care about. I care about PRing my company and trying to get my business for me and my team. And that's kind of where I am, Fran. Yeah. So that's why I'm happy to listen to you. I don't know how you work, but you put a proposal together or what your plan is. You know a little bit about me. You can do research on Bearfish, find out where our weak points is. I'll send you an overview document on what my social media. Hang on, let me send it to you now so I don't forget what my team did for me in terms of what we're looking for in with respect to social media.
The LinkedIn is managed by yourself, or you have a team as well?
I've got a small team. Yeah, not just me. And then I build up when I need to. Here's what. Fran Herrera?
Yes. Not related to Carolina, unfortunately.
You wish, you wish. Let's make sure this is the right document. Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Have a look at this when you can, and it's just about how we want to approach our strategy from a social media point of view, on usually Insta, that sort of thing. But maybe that will help you kind of get an understanding of what the brand, what it stands for, how I want to approach the brand, what I want it to stand for, and just, all of that. So that's where I need someone to come in and say, okay, here's what I recommend, here's how we can do this, here's how you can use your personal brand to translate that to your company brand and eventually convert business. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Yeah, where I could bring like more value, just like talking from what I've been doing, it's, as you said, like maybe boosting your first. I would say LinkedIn is a great foundation because you have a lot of credibility and you have a lot of like thought expertise. So to me, like LinkedIn normally, maybe you already know that, but I mean normally on LinkedIn, like company pages, they don't work. They don't get traction because like we follow people. So I see like you could be sharing a lot of stories. For example, you told on the podcast about the US Open sponsorship. So how your first sponsorship in Vancouver led to a US Open and then Australia Open, and then so I think those kind of stories are like a great backbone of, because at the end you want to drive business, right? So I think in terms of credibility and thought leadership, that builds like a foundation. But it's also like there is a framework which I use from Antonia Wade from PwC. She basically says you have 3 levels, right, in like content B2B. So the first one is like they believe you, the second is they need you, and the third one is they resonate with your story. So I love your post about the email, like saying no thank you, right? And that one blew up because it's true that it's happening and it resonates.
Every single email after that, it's like hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah.
But that's okay, I did it. And it took a lot of meetings too, including yours.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Try on what is like LinkedIn right? Help you like maybe articulate more posts, articulate the content pillars, right? Put together a map of how LinkedIn could work in the next 2 months, 3 months, 90 days in the first month. So we do like a weekly interview, one interview a week, let's say 90 minutes. That's how I usually work with my clients. But sorry?
90 minutes is a long time.
Long time. Well, it could be 60, maybe.
That's still long, but okay.
Yeah, but that I mean, if you think, I mean, you are open, I can, of course, like first I can send you my case studies, I can send you some work I'm doing with the clients that I mentioned. So I could set over that and then see. I mean, if we go from there.
What I'm looking for is a proposal on what you recommend, right? Like
Okay.
you need to drop this, and with what I've just sent you, and how I want to be, and how I want to present myself online and through LinkedIn. I would like you to come to me and say, okay, here's my suggestion. Here's what I like to do.
Okay.
You're the PR expert, not me, right?
Yeah.
So what I would love is just to hear your thoughts, how we do this, and if it's a month trial, great. What happens after that? What do we do during that month? You know, all these kind of intricate details that
Okay.
I need you to come to me and say, okay, look, I'm willing to potentially work with you, but you need to show me that this is going to be valuable for myself and my business.
Of course.
And opportunity to pitch you.
Of course. Okay. I mean, if you're okay, we can arrange a meeting for next week, a second, and then I can put together a proposal, a strategy.